It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
They can't be all that powerful if most of them that I've encountered are dead. Seriously, if we have access to a killing curse, how is anybody really a threat in this world, you know? It seems to me it's like, oh no, Ranrock is leading a goblin rebellion. Oh man, where is he? He's over there? An avocado, blam, he's dead. Well, there goes the goblin rebellion. Pretty easy. Not sure why everybody was so worked up about it.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Modern problems require modern solutions. Also, I didn't know that this game has a compass. And you can just follow the little trail of where you need to go. Super handy.
Welcome to the Hog's Head.
Revelio.
The empty seat is yours.
Well, it's a good thing most of them are empty. How's business these days? I'll take some of these bar nuts, thank you. I'll go ahead and take that, thank you.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she?
Bradley, is that the trans character news articles are throwing a fit about? Yeah, it is. Serona's basically a trans character in this game, but it also kind of has less meaning in this game, because in this wizarding world, it's very common to polymorph into things, or turn into animals, or shapeshift, or alter your physical features. So, it's kind of really not, I don't know.
Why should I trust you?
It's not as impactful as it would be real-world politicking.
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well,
The good news is that the wizarding world is more worried about economy and murder than it is
I know of something that could
distracting
help us
politics.
both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago,
All we have to do is use dark magic to make him say what he wants. There's also truth serum. Can you believe it? In this magic world, we have magic that solves our problems.
Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Because, like, instead of doing this plan where we get, like, this relic to get this guy cozy in with Ranrock, why don't you just tell me where Ranrock is, I mosey up, blast him, and we all have a nice day. Or we could cast a spell that makes him tell the truth, or we could cast a spell that reads his mind, or we can cast a spell that has us teleport wherever he is. I don't know. I get it, goblins are, you know, have their own sort of magic and are very tricky and powerful, but at the same time, like, we have plenty of tricks of our own. Also, Hogsmeade is a no-fly zone. You can't pull out your broom here.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
Downtrell,
Precisely
hello,
is the relic
hello.
I'm to retrieve.
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Erdgot. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins.
Oh, that makes two of us.
Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable.
I
It's the
agree.
reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Also, I don't know, but I think enemies might scale with you a little bit, because, like, all these wolves around here are now, like, level 20, because I'm level 20-something.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
Harry Potter stuff aside, is this game enjoyable? Oh, very much so. This game's kind of like, I'm describing it as like a very jolly mini Skyrim. It's a very magically silly game that's kind of chill, but at the same time hides dark undertones. And gives you a lot of freedom to kind of do whatever you want at the pace that you want. And it's very enjoyable, very pleasant.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck.
I wonder about the way of Oni politics. It's very simple. People always say they don't want politics in video games. That's not exactly what they mean, because many of the most popular video game plots involve politics. What people really mean is that they don't want modern real-day politics to be directly strong-arming them in their video game media. That's what they want. They don't want to be like plenty of people love the game. It's like, you know, there's political squabbles between kingdoms or political intrigue or espionage or things like that. People love those plots. What people don't want to see is like a billboard that says, you know, thanks Obama, or make America great again, or let's go Brandon. They don't want to see something like that in their game, but they love the concept and the philosophies behind politics and religion. Those people enjoy. So people say they don't want politics in the game. That's not true. They just don't want to be hammered with literal real world injection of like present modern day stuff. Because even like the politics of yesteryear, like World War II, or, you know, the Warring of Three Kingdoms, feudal era stuff, people love those politics because they're not living it right now. And that's the difference.
Revelio. It's sealed. Incendio.
Also, we got a bunch more spells you probably noticed. None of the curses, though. None of those just yet.
Revelio. Lumos. Moths. Curious.
Are they moths or butterflies?
Lumos.
I'm stuck under the map and I can't do anything. Has anyone had the same issue? I one time was diving and my character never came up. I just restarted from the last checkpoint, or I just fast traveled. The game still let me fast travel, so that's what I did. Does anybody know how to... Because I think I'm uncovering, like, upgrade modules. Like the sort of things that you can put into unslotted gear, but how do I actually slot gear? Is that something I have to wait to do, I think? Because I tried looking at, you know, the gear itself, and it doesn't seem to be an option for, alright, you have a rune slot, and here's some runes. You know, let me go ahead and take care of that for you. I don't see a
This
gear
can't be
upgrade
the
system.
witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Revelio.
That almost wasn't worth it, but we don't leave any treasure behind if we can help it. That looks like a trap door.
Feeling I'm not alone here. Lumos.
Okay, it's not. Seriously, who puts a grate on the ground? Alright, we got some undead. Bradley, they don't want to feel like they're being preached at. I don't know. Some people don't mind getting preached. But, hold on. It depends on what the message is.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Nothing like purifying undead with cleansing flame. It's like chicken soup for the soul. Mahogany fingerless gloves.
Revelio.
Also, I just now realized that when it has a little green arrow when you pick up something, it means that it has higher stats. Oh, he's kind of nice, actually. But I still like my knuckle dusters. Oh my gosh. It's kind of funny. Those are very serious looking glasses.
Revelio. Incendio.
Alright, I may have to think about starting to get new slots to hold spells. Ooh, I gotta get up there.
Revelio. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated.
A rotated. A rotato. Oh, I mean, it looks like a switch, and what is that?
Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. This has a moth imprinted on it. Same as the door.
Oh, I need to put a moth in there.
Lumos.
I see, I see.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Or do I just take the two off there and put it back in here?
Lumos.
Oh no, there is just the one.
see, this is supposed to spin. But
Maybe force push?
Depulsor.
Yep, it was force push.
Lumos.
You kind of got that classic trial and error.
Lumos.
You know, before I started the stream, the audio cable that I use for the headsets that I have connected, I yanked it out accidentally because, you know, you turn the wrong way and accidentally yanked my headphones out. And it wasn't working for a while, so I'm like, I guess I'm just going to have to stream without hearing any of the game. But go figure, right before I stream, it just, like, the jack starts working again. But I get the feeling I damaged it, so maybe on the lookout for a new headset. I wish I could sell potions. You can't sell any potions that you have. So if you max out potions, just whatever, deal with it.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Down I go. No other way. Oh!
That was the weirdest. Oh! Such a soft O there.
Revelio.
Well, that's where I'm supposed to go, which means I'm going to go this way to see if there's treasure. Oh.
Accio.
Or maybe I was supposed to go this way. Or maybe it didn't matter.
Revelio.
Oh, I guess it was just a way back to where I was. Okay. Huh, alright.
Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright, give me something good. Oh, a painting. I mean, whatever. Fine art's nice too, I guess. Oh, how could we forget this treasure chest? Oh, that's right, because it was full of something we already had. Forest Sorcerer Hat. This looks like a combat encounter. It is a combat encounter.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Protego.
Use a Mandrake against an enemy? I guess I could.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
You pretty much have to burn them with fire. I think they're immune to just about everything else.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Nothing says classic dungeon like, you know, entering an old tomb, fighting a bunch of skeletons. Launch an enemy into a destructible object with the pulso. Okay. Let's try to. There we go, that's a destructible object. I didn't know that was it, but I'll take it.
Lumos.
Yeah, I definitely need to start investing into the loadouts. Because I need a combat and then an exploration loadout.
Revelio.
Because this is not working out. Really? You're not gonna ledge grab that? Come on, man.
This looks even more complex.
Okay, how come he doesn't grab obvious ledges? What is up with that?
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Maybe I'm just supposed to do that.
Revelio. Lumos.
Can I hit this from there? Maybe not. Hmm.
Lumos.
Alright, you can't put two in there. Can I just keep hitting this, I wonder?
Depulso.
Oh yeah, you can. I was never hitting it long enough. Well, I kind of feel dumb now.
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Lumos.
I kind of like that you spend more time, way more time, actually dungeoneering, exploring the overworld,
Revelio.
and not as much time just like in classroom, making it like a very boring school sim. I actually kind of like that.
Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Butterfly? Butterfly, seriously. Thank you. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to use these lamps to help carry them across. Because otherwise there's no way to do both at the same time. Okay.
Depulso. Lumos. need to bring moths to the door. Lumos.
Well, now I feel dumb. Okay, so I have 2 moths down here. But I need 1 in there to get the elevator going, but I can't operate the elevator and carry a moth at the same time. Unless...
Lumos.
I wonder if I can... What's the range on this, I wonder?
Lumos.
Shun-kun, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game? My favorite Final Fantasy game of the mainline series would be Final Fantasy VI. Easy clap. I can't see the little lamp from here. Oh, actually, maybe I can. Can I hit it? No, it won't go that far. I wonder if I can... Oh, I can! It raises that. There we go. I was hoping that I could hit it from there. I didn't even know it raised it. That would have made solving that puzzle a lot more obvious. It's all good. We figured it out.
Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. Revelio.
This belongs in a museum. I should probably light every single torch. My Zelda senses tell me so.
Incendio.
Really? That's not gonna light it? Okay, interesting. Well, that's ominous.
Dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Revelio.
My code is not working right. There we go. Although I would say, though, that I kind of organize Final Fantasies in, like, tiers. I'm a very big fan of that because there are different Final Fantasy games that I very much enjoy for different reasons, but I like them pretty much at the same level, but for different reasons. You know, kind of like an A tier, B tier, C tier, that kind of thing.
I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
All right.
I'll head there now.
We'll kill everybody.
There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock.
I like to think that Ranrock is going to be smaller than, or smarter than that.
Such a relic.
Actually, what's that down there?
These rocks have seen better days.
What was that?
Perfect. Target practice.
Who said that?
Expelliarmus, Incendio. Depulso.
Down we go.
Accio.
Oh, we're just gonna need to pull apart some crypts, not a big deal.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Should I reparo this skeletino?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. If only Professor Fig could have seen that.
What did that say? It increases my magical what?
Protego.
You gonna do something, Bones?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, maybe if I put them back inside the, thing? No?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You know, we're just gonna put this back.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
There we go. No one will ever tell.
Revelio.
How the hell do I get out of here?
Accio.
Alright, there's clearly a magic thing here
Revelio.
that connects these two things, but I don't think I... Like, it's forming a stair. How do I actually form the stairs?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh! They form the bones. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
A little bit of necromancy. Get it. I'm down for that. Easy. I think I put on a Q&A one time when people asked what was my favorite Final Fantasies. I kind of gave, like, the tier list that I put in terms of which Final Fantasies I put in, like, A tier, B tier, C tier. I'm kind of struggling to remember that. I want to say, like, 6, 9, 12, 15.
There they are. The
Which are funny, because those are, like, every 3 right there. Are probably among, like, my favorite ones.
For your deed.
Leviosa. Accio.
Troll!
Protego. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Leviosa. What are your faults, son? Leviosa. Incendio. Both
Did I just shoot that guy's grenade out of his hand?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Leviosa.
See, like I'm getting these runes, but I don't know how to use them. Cruelty 2 sounds kind of cool.
Revelio.
I kind of wish I knew what it did, though. One of my favorite top 25 Final Fantasy soundtracks. That would be a very long list. It would also be incredibly personal.
This is for Rookwood! I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
You've made a Leviosa. Stop that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Revelio.
Level up.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
What is this? What do I need to do with this rock?
Leviosa.
Alright, well, it doesn't do that. Maybe Leviosa?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, that does do something. Am I supposed to rotate it?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Oh, you know what? I bet if I use that flip things around spell that I don't have yet, that's what I need to do for this one. In order to rotate it. Because I probably have to rotate it to where the sides match, but I don't have that. I just don't think I do. Let me try the force push.
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso.
No. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, I need a rotate thing spell. Alright. Another time. I'd probably say, though, among my favorite soundtracks that I love listening to, like, any given time, would probably be, like, 15. I think 15 was excellent. And what I also like about 15 is that 15's soundtrack includes the greatest hits of the previous 14 games. So it almost cheats a little bit, where the soundtrack of 15 is not only good on its own, whatever was really good on the previous soundtracks is also part of 15. So it gets to claim the best of both worlds, of all worlds. It's a bit cheeky, but it's true.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
I know many a wizard who would have
And
killed
I'm
for
glad
it.
to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I would
This
take
plan
it
will
to
not
him
work. Lodgok will
immediately.
die.
It may distract him from his search.
His search.
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you.
But Shun, if you're still in chat,
Speak soon.
when you ask somebody your favorite Final Fantasy, due courtesy says you have to share your favorite Final Fantasy.
Might possibly be aligned.
So now I ask you back in return, what is your favorite Final Fantasy? By the way, a lot of these tools are really good. Like this one right here, this one basically sets up a turret that shoots poison, homing shots at things. This, of course, is like a dot. This is a stun. The Thunder Potion basically creates like this very long-lasting thundercloud that is just a massive lightning AoE. Doesn't move, but it has such a huge range and it stays for so long. It's probably good for really like arena challenges. You see that castle? You can go there. 16 times the detail. Alright, 10 beasts class. You got it. Oh, one thing that's cool too is that you can change the day and night cycle whenever you want. So like it's dark right now, which doesn't matter for me, but I'm recording, so it'd be easier if it was in the daytime. So I literally just do this, and it swaps it to daytime. So convenient. Alright, let's learn about some magical beasts and where to find them.
Welcome, everyone.
Bradley, your
I see
favorite
you
Final Fantasy is
already met
13?
some
Good
of the
choice.
many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be
It's a
taken
not chocobo.
lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Except for the ones that kill you.
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
Oh, wow. Okay. Select brush.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast?
Beast feed.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think.
I mean, you can always just
I
try
think
it
we can
yourself.
safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness.
I'm
is one of
afraid to
his
see
best
what Gerald looks
qualities,
like underneath
right
all that
after
fur.
ambition
Probably something
and
atrocious.
cleanliness.
Good work, everyone.
It's like a miniature furry
Now,
liquor.
Let's make our
How
way
horrifying.
to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Those things look like they could easily jump over that petting zoo fence.
Oh, couple of these or whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Is it Knuts? I always thought it was the K was silent.
Stupid thing.
And then it slits his throat.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Step away. Poppy seems nice. We'll include her in the family, which means that kid has got to go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training.
Typical Slytherin, blame everyone but themselves. Here's the thing, though. We do have Sebastian. Sebastian's our bro, and he's in Slytherin. And we also have the girl on the broom. What is it, Imelda or Esmeralda? I don't remember. But she's really competitive, but she has a good spirit and kindness underneath it for all the broom racing that we do. That guy's just a dick. You can be from any class and be a dick.
Her measles really took to you.
I like Poppy.
They know a good egg when they see one.
I hope we open a social link with her.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student?
Are you blind?
Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our
I know all about
lives.
controlling
Some
others.
provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
I know, right? At least use the whole
Poachers can be
whole
brought to
carcass.
justice
Come
by
on now.
someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
Ministry doesn't care about
An
poachers.
optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I found a couple cages because I went around when I was exploring and killed a whole bunch of poachers, but they have captured animals that I couldn't free because I don't know the unlocking spell yet.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
What does that even mean?
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind.
I think she's into me.
Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Ooh, we're her first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I said,
Things are escalating quickly with Poppy.
Pleasant surprise.
She moves quickly, I can respect that.
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
I was about to say, like, wait, we get a hippogriff already? This girl's got connections. Yeah, she's definitely, hopefully gonna be a social link with us.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
I guess I didn't like my first bow. Okay.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
We're gonna use this to pluck that one Slytherin out of the sky and drop him. This is my legacy.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant.
Thought she was bloody
Can't believe you
brilliant.
introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason?
I suspect we're getting along.
Hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest.
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back.
I also kill
Her safety
poachers and rescue
well,
animals.
she
What a
was
coincidence.
fine until recently.
We should go grab something to drink right
Noticed
now.
That poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again, and that I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
Poppy, I agree. We can solve the poacher problem one bullet at a time.
That does seem strange.
Seems awfully
Sounds as if
suspicious.
they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think
I'll
that's a
help
fine
you.
Idea. Information is power.
And the more I know,
And I do
the
love
better
power.
I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Yeah, I immediately like Poppy. We're gonna bring her into the Familia. She's resourceful. She takes charge. She gets results. She's not afraid to get her hands dirty. While also very empathetic, caring, and very positive. A lot of things I find very attractive. She'll be a good S-rank confidant. Alright, real fast. What was next? Oh, that was the quest. Okay. Oh, we finally get unlocking. I should have done this one earlier. Like, it's hard to tell what's closer, right? Like, maybe this one's closer? I don't know. Hard to tell.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have the compass spell now. Oh, wait, there's a chest in here? I don't understand these puzzles. I'm gonna have to mess with that someday because I don't understand what it's asking for. Code cracking isn't exactly one of my specialties. Wait, hold on. Oh. Where's that key? Oh shit, I'm stuck. Okay, that was weird. I think I confused the game. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm glad it makes a loud noise. And there should be a Flu network right underneath. There we go.
What are you up to now?
We're up to no good. You know, when you consider how many Harry Potter games they've made over the past, decade, it makes you wonder how many times Hogwarts has been made. Oh, we're finally gonna get somebody to hopefully, solve this puzzle.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
And we stood there for 18 hours.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue.
This seems like a trap.
Oh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience.
Wow.
Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name.
This guy thinks everything's about him.
Jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest
Jackanapes.
fear and use it against me. I have
Is that like is that an insult
the scoundrel
for the British?
scoundrel
Jackanapes? What does that mean?
responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted.
I mean, that's why it's called irrational fear.
You, however, have seen how they affect young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
This is the most roundabout for a fetch quest I've seen.
Oh, I knew I could count on you.
There are only 500 strewn around the countryside. Shouldn't take you long to collect
You'll
them.
want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alohomora, that's out.
But what about curfew?
Curfew?
I thought it was Alohomora.
I sent you
Alohomora?
when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alright, some espionage action. Yeah, we definitely need more spell slots. We are filling up.
Alohomora.
Oh, we actually have a mini game now. Okay. Alright, move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. Move the sparks? Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Until... Hold on, I'm not sure I understand. Move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated. Oh, I get it. So that means one is ready. Right? Alright, so this happens when I'm over here. Oh, you have to hold the sweet spot, I think, right? Yeah, you do. Okay. That's all it is. You just have to hold them in the sweet spot long enough.
You're in.
Okay.
Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you.
That one is like,
Restricted area of the castle after all.
Batman Arkham. That unlocking minigame.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Do you get experience when you do it, or is it just for fun? You don't seem to get XP for doing it. Is there any incentive to just not auto-solve it?
Revelio.
I didn't even notice it was a ghost in the hallway. I got so lucky there. Apparently these guys are trying to get Quidditch into Hogwarts.
Revelio.
I mean, they built a stadium for it. You think they would have been down for it. Alright, so in order, we're going to want to do that then. We're going to want to collect moons. This guy's going to upgrade our stealthing abilities. Oh, don't worry. We got invisibility. We're good.
Revelio.
Oh, come on. Alright, we'll follow you, little key.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
That was the wrong spell. Thank goodness we're invisible.
Revelio.
Where did that key go? Oh, wait, hold on. I thought we could actually hit that, but we can't. Revelio the most... Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, constant scanning ability? Why wouldn't you use it? Especially since for some reason...
Leviosa. Revelio.
I guess that key didn't go here, or maybe we didn't follow it fast enough.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Yeah, if there's no reward for manually solving it, why would I ever waste my time solving it?
Alohomora. Revelio.
I don't think that's what that class is for. She's right. Why don't
Wait, this is the girls' bathroom.
How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too, twit. That's it. 50 house points. You know you can't do it.
Why is he worried about a statue in the girls' bathroom? Kinda weird.
Revelio.
Nothing like sneaking into the girls' bathroom.
Revelio.
What is that shiny glowing thing over there? Oh, is that a key I need? That might be the key that I need. Yeah, but it goes to this one right here. Yeah, it's the same unlock as Batman Arkham, where you just kind of like move the sticks until you're just like in the right position, and that's pretty much it. But like, if there's no, like, it should give you XP or something for it. It doesn't give you any reward for doing it manually, so there's no incentive for doing it.
Revelio.
It is just tedium. I agree. What was that? Must be the wind.
Revelio.
Galleons on Hufflepuff this season. Hufflepuff? For Ravenclaw? I know when I see a winning bet, and Ravenclaw would not have been.
I like how the guy who taught me this, he probably knows that I'm here. He's just like, he's got a good reason.
What was what? I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes.
Revelio.
It's a shame you can't just cast like Petrificus Totalis on these people when you're stealthing them. He's a prefect. He could shake it off. Probably. You're doing over here by yourself. Don't jump. Don't do it.
Hello, Hamora.
Every time I'm on a lockpicking and beast hunting spree, I switch the story. Dude, that's what I'm doing right now. Like, why wouldn't you? If you're gonna get through the busy work, you might as well just steamroll through it, am I right? But how do I get that over there? That's all the way over there. Oh, actually, I can just... Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I can just yank it, can't I? There we go. Now we're thinking with portals.
Revelio.
What was that? Must be the wind.
Revelio.
I think we're pretty much home free. Hey, real fast, Emeraldo, how do you solve these door puzzles? Like, how do you read this code? What is this supposed to mean? Like, are you supposed to learn what the animals mean in terms of their value and then you do something? I don't get it.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Each symbol represents a number. Oh. Is there a ledger for that? Like something I have to find? Or do I have to basically do algebra and figure it out? There's a pot of gold in here. Actually, this is a very much a very Irish room here.
Revelio.
You can see them in order from left to right. Oh, is that what that means? Oh. So I didn't even know that. I didn't even think about that either. So in this case, spider is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's actually 10 symbols. Or you said 0 to 9. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. Okay. But wait a minute. So if spider is 8 and that's 5, which is already 13, that means that the missing symbol is 0, which is this, whatever the hell that thing is. Looks like a porg. I did not know that. Thank you very much for figuring that out for me. I didn't think that the order from left to right would be the numerical order that it is. Alright, so yeah, it's literally algebra, and I'm okay with that. So 0, 1, 2, 2 plus 3 is that, so we basically need 9, which is going to be a weird root thing. This guy's in my way, but I don't think he's actually noticing anything. He's just chilling. There we go. Wow, thank you so much, Emeraldo. I know I could have just Googled that, but honestly, I forget every time until I'm here. That's supposed to be a Hydra? Oh, got it. Maybe the lighting was preventing me from noticing that. Gear slots are full! I'm way too lazy. I'm just gonna delete the cheapest thing on me. Oh, I have a bunch of 60 gold. We can do without that. That's fine. I'm sure whatever we find will be at least 60 gold. I think it's a legendary, so we might be onto something.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this.
Some moonlight, you mean?
Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his entire...
Who names their kid Rancor?
But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are
Now my
a
OCD is
gentle
gonna kick in and I'm gonna
person
look for all the math puzzles. You're not wrong.
I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance.
Every time I scan something and I see something, even though I'm supposed to be just doing the main quest, it's like I can't help but not check it out.
A disillusionment when necessary.
Absolutely. Wink.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
You are unnecessarily loud. These hallways echo. Here we have an ox sitting on a wizard. Alright, first things first, we need to get our gear identified.
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. And Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
He was trying to kill me and seal me inside the bag just then.
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
Then why did you aim it at me?
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the rune knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Can it capture ghosts?
Come along then.
I really want to identify my gear first. Thank you.
On the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Ooh, look at all this new gear. That's so much better. Love to see the green arrows go up. Oh, Emeraldo, is there a way to save my cosmetic look? Because I like this look and I want to keep it consistent for the recording. But I feel like I have to manually change it every single time. Unfortunately, no loadouts. Ah, brutal. Small price to pay, I suppose. My main spell is Defendo. I'm a big fan of the short-range Incendio. Because Defendo does really good damage from a range, but I like the AoE spread. It's kind of like a shotgun. So I love pulling people close and blasting them with fire. I need to... Actually, I think I do. I think I have a slot now to... Yeah, I do. I'll say I need to get the loadout ability is what I need to do. Because I definitely need a free roam set, and I definitely need a battle set. For sure. How are you liking it? I am very much enjoying this game. I cannot recommend this game enough. This is such a fun game. This is such a fun game to lead 2023 with, honestly. It's such a good way to start the year. With such a good game. I love it because it's scratching so many, like, adventure game itches that I want to see. I want to have cool stuff that's happening just even innocuously in this world. The world feels organic and alive with a lot of the small attention to detail that it does to constantly keep you engaged or grab your attention. I like that it has plenty of mix of like combat and puzzles. There's, you know, likable characters. I feel like you can have there's a sense of immersion in it. I can't help but feel like I'm, you know, part of this world in some degree where I care about the actions that I'm doing. Such a fun game. Absolutely recommend it. And there are so many little microsystems and games in here too. There's a couple of quality of life things I wish that could be improved, like what we're just talking about, like loadouts would be nice. But there are so many more positives than not in this game. Alright. Alright, our combat loadout, I enjoy. Expelliarmus for debuff. That for pulling in close. That. And I do like Leviosa. Although Glacius is pretty good too, honestly. Because the combo of pulling up somebody, pulling them close, disarming them for debuff, and then blasting them with that, you can get like 300 to 600 damage out of them. When this gets ported to Switch, I'll buy it. I'll buy it on Switch just to support it and the novelty of owning something on Switch. Sometimes if I feel like I'm going to collect a game, I might as well collect it on Switch because it's going to be like the one version. Oops. It looks like we dropped connection. You still there, chat? Looks like we had a drop in the internet there. I apologize. Slight hiccup. But yeah, I agree. Oh, cool. You can switch between loadouts pretty easily, honestly. Flipendo. I don't have Flipendo yet. I need to experiment with combos because I really do feel that freezing would be good. Like if I'm going to do long range, freeze plus Defendo is really good. The shatter damage is very good because it does save you too from going short range. But when we're in the dungeons and things are short range too, actually I might just make that a separate loadout, a ranged one versus a short range one. The short range ones do good damage, but you're right. Freeze plus Defendo and Shatter is really good. I need to experiment. Of course, this is all until we get, you know, the actual big boy curses. And start hexing people and just throwing an avocado at them. But yeah, it's fun to talk about even playing this game. It's just... And if you like art, if you love collectathons, this game has it. If you like life sim elements, this game has it. If you like, you know, scratching at Skyrim, I want to go over there to that mountain, explore it, this has that. If you want to have fashion, this has it. And I love how easy it is, other than the saving part, to just have whatever you want look like whatever you have. Like as soon as you unlock something, you automatically have that forever as a cosmetic. You just select it. You want to murder some people? You can do that. This is just this. This game hits so many good, notes. It's so well done. In my mind, I'm building social links with these people. I know I'm not really, but this is my Final Fantasy, all right? What is she saying this? Oh, she already told me the thing I already did. I am enjoying the blasting curse, thank you. Blasting makes me feel good. Okay, real fast. Let's now sell what we have real quick. If you like shiny hunting and Pokemon, this game has it too. There are rare beasts to collect? Oh, I didn't even know that. See, now you have me thinking about that too. Like, oh man, there's rare beasts? Do tell. I didn't even know about that. That there's shiny Pokemon in here. Because, yeah, I will never... I think, like, I don't know. I can't find myself spending the time to capture shiny versions of all 1008 Pokemon. But I absolutely might find some really cool, like, rare beasts. I don't mind sometimes hunting some fantastic beasts, as long as I know where to find them. Imagine if they added all the fantastic... I think that they probably wanted to at some point, because I know they wanted to at some point add Quidditch, but they just couldn't get it to work. So if this game does well, and it is currently doing very well, I don't think the first week's sales numbers have been released yet, have they? Do we have first week sales numbers yet? There's gender. I noticed that some of the beasts have genders. I wondered what the purpose of that was. I assumed it was side quests.
I hope to see you again.
Potato! Persona! Actually, these kind of match my coat. But they look a little too much like mitts. Decreased damage taken from Dark Wizards. That is a nice buff. Can you remove these socketed buffs? Or that's it? I assume you can, because I don't see an option to. And I don't want to destroy something and take that risk.
What can I do for you today?
This is pretty much the ultimate millennial game. You're not wrong. Like, this screams to us millennials, because this is the type of games we enjoyed playing growing up when open world games were finally coming into their own maturity before they became oversaturated and lazy like they are now. When open world games were something that were provocative, we were exploring and experimenting, while at the same time this wizarding world is something all millennials grew up with. Whether or not you liked it or not, you grew up with it. It's like the Matrix, like it kind of defined our generation. And it is just a peanut butter and jelly and peanut butter and chocolate combination. So good. This is I think maybe the sequel will, once it has everything. There's no way they're not going to make a sequel after how good this is doing. The Wizarding World game we all wanted. Alright, stop moping. Let's catch some magical beasts.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
Because I'm collecting this footage to maybe do a recap on it, but I kind of get the feeling this is going to be like Skyrim, where you could recap the main story, but the main story isn't the point of the game. The whole point of this game is you running around in this world and doing whatever you want. It's you making your own adventure, your own journey, your own story. The main story's there, sure, and that's all fine, but it's about you making your story.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts.
Make sure you stock up on Ultra Balls. Nah, I'm all about the quick ball meta, baby.
It would be nice to keep them safe.
Also, my personal favorite Pokeball is the Premier Ball. So any main Pokemon game I do, I will spend thousands of dollars, Poké Dollars, on the useless regular Pokeballs just so I can get the one Premier Ball. And anything that I have for my main team, I catch you in a Premier Ball. And I will even go out of my way to catch the Legendary, if I can, in a Premier Ball, if it's one that I want. Because, yeah, all of a sudden, this is Legends Arceus right now. Out of rescue range, that's what we're calling it. Should I freeze them, maybe? Maybe I should freeze them. Can I pull them towards me? Oh, you can. Don't worry, this is for your own protection. Probably.
You got one.
What are the magical variant? What do the shiny variants look like? Like, what does a shiny Puffskein look like? Is that a shiny right there? It had a little star next to it. Shit, where'd it go? God, was that a shiny right there and it ran away? That had to have been a shiny just now that got away. Oh, unless it came back. Actually, wait, hold on. Maybe I should stealth. I should have stealthed. Oh, wait, there it is. Is it shiny because it has a little star next to it? Skyrim is the quintessential open world. Even to this day, even though it is over a decade old, everybody still looks to Skyrim as an example. Get over here. Okay, I got a brown one, I got a red one, and I got what I think is a shiny one. Unless that's just like the red Gyarados and like everybody gets that shiny. So star equals shiny? Cool, so I got my first shiny. Even though I think that was a gimme. I think the game just gave you that. Alright, so I got a male, I got a female, I got a shiny. Pokedex complete.
I managed to rescue a Puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture Puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a Puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A Jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Looking up, stupid.
Some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'll show them poaching.
Hello, Deke. Should we continue?
Oh, good.
Actually, I think I've been to this camp. I think I killed all the poachers here.
Perhaps we should work quickly. The Jobberknolls are just here.
I think I've been here before.
If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll. Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
We have to check all their EVs that, you know, make sure they're good. Otherwise they're a waste of time. Alright, all these look the same. Alright, so one's kind of green and one's kind of blue.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Alright, so I got the female. Now we need a male. There we go.
Back here. Please.
Alright, no shinies in that patch.
Everything's all right now.
Maybe I got a female though? I thought I got the male one. I can't tell. Is there a way to tell in my collections what I have? I wish... It's in inventory? Okay. Oh, actually. Since you came so close. Free. That was just free. It's in inventory, you say? Oh, yeah, you're right. It is in inventory. Oh, and I can release them, too. Or I can sell them. How unethical. Oh, there are different versions. These have different plumages. Interesting. And there's my shiny Puffskein. I want to lock it so I don't accidentally get rid of it. Huh. This is unnecessarily addictive. Like, again, there's so many micros. I did not even know there was a Pokemon catching thing in this game. I'm so on board. I gotta catch them all now.
There, there. I'm not going to hurt you.
Man, this game just keeps getting better and better. Golly.
I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
I was freaking out when I saw the star icon. Same thing. I thought I lost that first shiny.
They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
They know. They absolutely know. These people are like, what if we just took, like, I don't know, Skyrim, Red Dead, Pokemon, and of course Harry Potter, you know, maybe a little bit of Witcher, and just kind of like combine all of it. And I know this game's been in development for like 4 or 5 years, but man, it really shows like it's worth it.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
Oh, don't worry. I'm a wizard. I got this.
Find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
You know, it'd be so cool if they expand the systems. Like, you can actually name them, or they can become like familiars, and they can follow you around or aid you in battle or something. God, that'd be so cool. This game is so cool. Damn it. I might do a recap on it. Again, I'm recording it right now, so I have the footage, but at the end, I'm gonna kind of see, it's like, is this worth having a story that's worth recapping, or is this what I suspect it is, and we're just, you know, there's the main story, but at the same time, like, there's so much more stuff for you to do that's really more important. Okay, let's see what we got here. I wish you could kind of take a look at all of them. A shiny! Yeah, right off the bat.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
These things look weird. Wow, the range on this is actually really good. Do I really need to sneak up on them? Well, I guess I do, because they keep running off. They kind of smell me, I think.
Everything's all right now.
These things are so hard to catch on. It's normal. Honestly, that's why I'm playing through like this main thing on story. Like, why sweat? We're just here to have a chill time. Also, this fulfills my power fantasy. I want to be this guy who comes into this wizarding world and just bodies everybody. Just an unstoppable force.
Settle yourself. I mean, you know how.
I feel like I want all the color variants too. But there's probably a lot of color variants. How is it capturing animals gives you XP, but lockpicking doesn't?
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Honestly, I hope that by playing it and by maybe even recapping it, I can encourage even more people to buy the game. Support it.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
I love that the aesthetic looks so much like the Spencer Mansion from Resident Evil. I love this aesthetic. This is just such a creative game. Oh, this is cool.
Look at this. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
A pocket dimension.
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home.
We need to release a natural predator so they value their life and they don't just die out of boredom or stagnation. Okay, so there are repeating patterns. That's good to know. But we're definitely going to add the shiny. If there was a shiny Jobberknoll, I didn't see it. But I guess we'll just have to get lucky. Ooh, you can't even put all of them there. There's only going to be 12? Jeez. How many different animals are there? I guess I have to add a bird. Okay. If I have to add a bird, then I'll pick this one that has a very unique plumage. You can unlock multiple biomes? Oh my goodness. I wonder if I can build housing for them and stuff like that. I don't like building housing for myself, but I like creating little gardens. Like, low-key, I've always loved Viva Pinata, and I very rarely find games that scratch that exact same itch. Not even Viva Pinata 2. Viva Pinata 2 kind of sucked compared to the original one, even though they kind of went bigger and in some ways better. I didn't like Viva Pinata 2 because you could solve every problem in that game with just money. Like, it didn't feel like any effort was rewarded. You can? Oh my god, this game. I can't... I like...
hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well.
And it's a farm and you can craft things from them? Oh my goodness. I wonder if having rare beasts gives you more stuff. Alright, I need to have a dial now for feeding and taking care of these things.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
The layers just don't stop. They really don't. This thing's eyes are kind of freaky, I'm not gonna lie. I need to get bots that can automatically groom and tend to my animals. Oh, what's up? Thanks, Mooncalf. The detail in these things looks so good too. You can even return them to the wild if I want. Man.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First,
This game is so
use
deep.
spellcraft to conjure an enchanted
This is
loom.
already like
An enchanted
a
loom.
GOTY contender
Exactly.
in my eyes.
It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
By the way, what do I do with these Scorching 1 and like Pain 2? Like, what do I do with these? Yeah, I get that I slot them into gear, but how do I slot them into gear? Can I just put this right next to it? I cannot. Yeah, this is fine. Whatever. Oh, so this, I use the loom. I was literally answering my own question. You must be laughing your ass off, Emeraldo. Can I infuse gear? I wonder. Ooh, I use Incendio a lot, actually. This would be a really good one for me.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, honestly. I like the elegance and simplicity for a lot of these systems. There's a lot of them.
I use the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing?
I do like even more powerful magic.
By rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help.
Because I haven't had this sort of like chill management scratched itch since what was that game that I streamed it? It was so damn good too. It was such a chill thing. It's like you're on the boat and you're ferrying people to death. And it was super well written. What was that game? I feel bad for forgetting its name. It's like Star something. Oh, good thing I've already been here. Bradley, you can tell that a lot of care and polish went into this game. Absolutely.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Is it always dark here in Feldcraft? Good lord. Spiritfarer, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, Spiritfarer. This scratches that exact same itch as Spiritfarer. High five, by the way. Thank you. You are the best. Trait stack so you can make builds. There's build crafting in this game. Oh my god, I love build crafting. Especially with like Destiny 2 about to enter its new expansion in literally 2 weeks. My build crafting mind is just going crazy.
Enjoying the view.
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin
I curse
folk
people
the
with my
wizard
mouth,
kind
but
is
I mean,
one
I
of
could also use my
carries.
wand, I
A
guess.
goblin's forbidden from carrying wands.
Precisely. That's why
They don't need the help, though. Goblins can use magic plenty easy.
I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Sebastian is one of our lieutenants, so we have to
Feldcroft
respect him.
used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can.
That's not
The
true.
sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done. I'm sorry.
Man, Solomon's such a downer.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind.
Dumbledore will be a first-year student. I wonder if there is a cameo here with Dumbledore.
Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Your cloak isn't working right. Sometimes that happens to me too, where like the cloak physics are just like a little... There we go. Sometimes a little run will sort it out.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
I'll fray your last nerve if you don't mind your manners.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but Nothing can be done for her.
So much just kill her if you're so determined. That's true.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope.
I'm something of a dark arts enjoyer
The
myself.
thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
Can I capture this sheet? I cannot. It is not magical enough to be accepted.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I...
But why would you curse this random girl?
Defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Nope. I'm with Sebastian on this one.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Watch that last step.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry.
I guess that's a secret.
Since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely...
You think I should definitely do a recap? The story is interesting enough.
I refuse to believe
I hope so.
Anne's pain is more than physical.
So far, I haven't been wowed by the core story. I feel it gets a little distracted. Because at the very beginning, we start off with a bang with Ranrock and all that. But a lot of this kind of is just to the side. It's not really adding much. Unless Sebastian and this Anne subplot really pays off somewhere, it's not really that important. To the core story, that is.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging.
But we'll see. We'll see. I don't even know how long the main story is, to be honest with you.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Does she have like a blood limit or something like that? What's the purpose of cursing Anne?
How much longer are we expected to dig from his rubble? Ramrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my
Oh, you just came out of nowhere.
Accio.
It's also a shame you can't, hold on. Let's just stealth these guys. Alright, these guys are a little bit more alert than I thought they would be.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Okay.
Not your best moment, I fear.
Yeah, that really wasn't my best moment. I expected to turn around.
You've made your last mistake.
Oh, I got plenty more mistakes to make.
You will suffer.
That was a really awkward pause. You just call me a mooncalf? Slam a leaping loyalist command. Oh, I don't have time for that.
I tried to warn you.
Am I going to do Dead Space? I don't really feel the need to. Because I played the hell out of the original Dead Space, and while I know that there's like extra stuff to do in the new one, I don't feel like there's enough different that's better that would justify me, you know, going and spending time and money to do that. I plan on picking it up when it's on sale. To me, like, as soon as I'm like, oh, that's cool, but, you know, I'll pick it up when it's on sale. Oh, can't explore now. And it will go on sale. Actually, it'll not only go on sale, it'll go on EA Vault plus Game Pass. So if I just wait 6 months to a year, I'll just have it there anyway.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more.
Really like Accio Incendio? I do. I told you. It's such an easy 1-2 combo.
When we looked outside,
And if it's a beefy target, then I'll do the debuff with Expella Armis.
Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to
Because Accio pulls them precisely into the range of Incendio.
An icy voice drifted out.
So it works really well as a wombo combo.
Children should be seen.
Because I misjudge the Incendio range all the time, but when I Accio something, it is always in the perfect range. Investing with Cole, what's up? Hey man, we're just having a wizarding adventure, murdering people in the countryside, burninating the cottages. Going to sleep, but just want to say I appreciate the work. Thanks man, I appreciate you saying that. Get some rest. Hope you have a good day. Or tomorrow, that is. They'll kill for no reason. No, I kill for no reason. They were trying to hide something.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly.
Exactly.
It
Awfully
may be
suspicious.
grafting of Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Rookwood
They
again.
seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
I only do a recap of a book. It's funny you say that. I'm already thinking about it. There's a couple of books that I actually do want to do a recap of. I can't say I'm enthused about doing what's basically just a glorified book report, but isn't that kind of what recap is to begin with? But how do I make that visually interesting, you know? I don't know how to make, like, I can recap a book, but other than doing a book report, how can I make that visually interesting? Like, it would just be something you listen to. It's just a book.
Revelio.
Because whenever I look at people who do book summaries out there on the internet, because there are some people that do, they have these very elaborate, like, animated things that go with it, and I don't know if I necessarily want to do all that, especially since doing this on the cheap. This is just a side project, a hobby.
Revelio.
What are these things?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth
Revelio.
taking a closer look at the house itself.
That was a no-fly zone.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Cole, can you explain why you think Final Fantasy VIII Recap is your most viewed video? That's the least talked about PlayStation Final Fantasy game as far as I know. 7 or 10 seem more obvious. I am actually just as surprised as you are, Cole, that Final Fantasy VIII is the most viewed recap of on the entire channel. I think it's getting close to 1 million views, which is thrilling to me. But why? Other than popularity, curiosity, I'm not sure. I don't know if I would say it's the least talked about PlayStation Final Fantasy game. I'm not sure I would agree with that. It got many accolades. In fact, I think it was one of the first video games to win for best soundtrack, like on an international level. And it's a solid game. People really enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII even back then, but if you were the type of person who never played Final Fantasy and 7 was your first, the discourse was really more how a lot of people thought Final Fantasy VIII was going to be a sequel to Final Fantasy VII because they didn't know any better. That was something I heard a lot of. But 8 was very popular even back then, or at least among the friends group that I hung out with. I don't like how sometimes you mantle and sometimes you don't. Alright, there's a hole in the ground there. Do I get there from underground? Because you could easily climb this wall, but the game won't let you mantle.
Revelio.
Alright, how do I get to that hole in the ground? Or maybe this is obviously right here.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Then appointed, whatever the opposite of disappointed is, because I love them. I like all the Final Fantasy games. I consider it a blessing that my first Final Fantasy game wasn't so late into the series. Well, I shouldn't say so late because we're already up to 16 now. And even then, that's just the numbered ones. There's 50 Final Fantasy games. Why can I not blast that? Oh, I have to talk to him first. All right.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl.
Because my very first Final Fantasy was the first Final Fantasy. I still have it.
The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one.
Ever been able to get into a game after 10? I mean, to each their own. That's the one thing that's great about Final Fantasy, is that if you really like a certain Final Fantasy, they're all so standalone because they all do different things. So if you don't like one Final Fantasy, that's okay. But at the same time, it makes it hard to recommend somebody a Final Fantasy game because they all cater to completely different tastes. And if somebody's like, wow, I really like this one, what's another one that's like it? Not really another one, unfortunately. Which is why some people actually don't like Final Fantasy as a franchise, despite it being incredibly popular. That's one of the reasons why people, or at least internationally, prefer things like Dragon Quest. Because at least with Dragon Quest, all the games are very, not necessarily predictable, but there's a familiarity with them. Like, they know what they do well, and they know what their audience wants. And they cater to that very well. And they polish it. Each installment gets more and more polished. And they love it. They know what they want. It's like a familiar meal. And it just keeps getting cooked better and better. Meanwhile, with Final Fantasy, they experiment. And while that will certainly resonate with a lot of people, it will absolutely alienate others. But I do think that, for personally, I love that they experiment. They're willing to take risks. That is way more interesting to me.
A stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
A lot of Dragon Quest fans' reasoning for not liking liking Dragon Quest is that it's not Final Fantasy. That's a bit superficial. Like, that may be what some of them say, unless they're just going out of the way to be a contrarian. But it is true that there are many good reasons to enjoy a Dragon Quest game. A lot of them are very well regarded, and in some different spheres of the world, they love Dragon Quest more than they love Final Fantasy. The world of video games is big enough to where it's okay, we can all coexist on that. I personally prefer well, no, I definitely prefer Final Fantasy over Dragon Quest if we're directly comparing the two. But there's absolutely a lot to enjoy in both. And it's really silly to just like directly compare it to the point where it's like, oh well, my series is better than your series. Look, everybody dwarfs in the size of Pokemon. If we're really going to be talking about which RPG series is the most successful, the most popular, it's Pokemon, alright? End the discussion. I had one person in chat, I remember one time, try to argue with me that Shin Megami Tensei and Persona were just like super popular and better. I'm like, they are more popular now than they've been before, but they are absolutely not mainstream. They are still quite niche.
Believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but
honestly, nothing
Whoa.
you say sounds strange.
Cut me off there.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my
7 and 10 are very similar. Let me tell you what. It rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but when I did my review on Final Fantasy VII Remake and I talked about how every Final Fantasy since 10, from a story perspective, is the exact same game, A lot of people didn't like hearing that, but the truth hurts.
We could get straight to the underclass.
And I fear that 16 is going to do the exact same thing.
Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
It's part of a map.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
This might sound weird, but I found Final Fantasy X and 13 to be similar. That's because they're beyond similar. They're very much almost the same game in so many regards. I would say 13 has a better battle system, though. But 10 does a better job of distracting you from its plotline. But that's such an old discussion. That discussion is 20 years old.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
That's a nice alliteration there.
Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out.
Something's up with Ominous. He has a bug up his butt for some reason.
My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Emeraldo, I have faith in Yoshi P. Alright, don't hate me, especially you, Nanako and chat. Don't hate me. I do not have faith in Yoshi P. Especially since he has a mostly unproven track record. I am aware of the contributions he did to save Final Fantasy XIV. However, he is not the writer, the director, and he only has like a managerial approaches to producing Final Fantasy 16. He is not in the driver's seat for 16. He very much prioritizes 14 over 16, which is fine. He probably should, since he's driving that very well. But people are giving him way too much credit for 16 for his involvement when it is not at that level where it deserves that level of praise or expectations. It's not. People are acting like this man is carrying 16 and doing it himself. He's not. And he's the first one to say so. Like when he's like, all right, here's all the people that are coming in and doing 16, and they show like all the credits and talk about all the people that are behind it. People are like, oh, Yoshi P is doing this amazing job. He's not. He's just the speaker for most of it. He's really not doing a lot for it. This is not going to be a Yoshi P success if 16 does a really good job, which I hope it does. Because, man, there's a little too much fan worship for some of these people. I never like giving too much credit to, like, one person. Because sometimes there are people that will take too much credit for one person themselves. One of my favorite examples is Yoshinori Kitase, who's just such a greedy bastard. In order for me to have faith with 16, Nanako, is that I need to see a demo. I need to see a gameplay demo. It's clear from the trailers you're trying a lot of different things, but to see if it sticks, I need a gameplay demo. Actually, I'm lying. I don't need a gameplay demo because I already pre-ordered the game. But I would appreciate a gameplay demo. There are way too many question marks on 16.
Is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
It's like, I'm a Capricorn. I said astronomy, not astrology. Get out of here.
You don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Whoa, I'm just gonna face right through this lady right That's how you know this is a... That's how you know this is a live game right here. That's good. That's going in the blooper reel right there. That was too funny. That's going in the B-roll.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great...
That sounds like a you problem.
Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout...
Bradley, doesn't Yoshinori Kitase show a lot of favoritism towards 7 because it's his baby? Yes. The short answer is yes. Yoshinori Kitase wants you to believe that Final Fantasy VII is the only Final Fantasy game that exists. And he is very jealous of any other game that is very successful that is not Final Fantasy VII. Did you know that Yoshinori Kitase is lumping the sales of Final Fantasy VII Remake onto the sales of the original Final Fantasy VII to puff up artificially his numbers for his game just to make himself seem more important? And he sells that. That's on the shareholder report. He literally does that. This dude's ego is unchecked when it comes to 7.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it.
I'll take the hand-me-down. That's fine.
Reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards. And
Reading.
bring the telescope.
Wink.
There's something I want to talk to you about.
You going somewhere, lady?
Stargazing as long as I could. Lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This place is haunted.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be...
Ah, she disappeared. What a ghost.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts.
One of these days,
Use it to find hidden constellations.
if I ever make it big in YouTube, I would love to troll the entire community that appreciates my Final Fantasy recaps and do a tier maker list with Final Fantasy on it and absolutely offend everybody. It would be completely honest. Like, I wouldn't be trolling people just to troll. I would justify all of my entries like I always do. But I look forward to absolutely collecting salt. Drinking a fan base's tears, there's almost nothing better.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Do it on April 1st? Nah. I'm not afraid of exposing my opinion and defending it. Like, it's just an opinion on video games. Like, everybody has one. What's the big deal? But man, some people go so up in arms if you don't match their opinion on a video game series. It's crazy to me. It's like, my guy, the world is pretty big. And so is the world of video games. Much less this series that is already super huge. It's okay. Like, this isn't the NFL. We don't have to, like, cheer for football teams and then kill everybody that isn't our own home team. Relax.
We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
Don't mind me just collecting everything I can.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here.
Let me weaponize my wand real fast, just in case we run into any opposition.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards.
Honestly,
Here I am.
kind of true.
Ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio.
If you can believe it, there are people on the internet that will actually take it personally if you disagree with them for having a different opinion about a video game. Can you believe it? Couldn't be me.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Oh, do I have to match it up or something? There we go. Easy peasy.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars.
If you put 10 or 7 anywhere but the top, watch the salt flow. Probably. There are some people that are still huffing that copium. There's some people that will literally just be like, well, obviously the best ones are based on sales. If that's true, then that means Final Fantasy XIV, by virtue of its sales, is the best Final Fantasy ever made. Oh, well, that's not a real game. Seems pretty real to me, my guy. Oh, wait, was that just a stupid, superficial argument you used to try to use one number to justify your entire rationale for a video game experience? Oh, I'm sorry. I would never make that mistake.
I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's.
That gets me every time.
Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Thanks. Even more stuff to do in this world. Man, this game just keeps stacking it up in terms of stuff you can do. I do, in fact, have Wingardium Leviosa. Meet Natty? Nice. Natty's here, that means we're going to be killing some people. Final Fantasy IV sits at the top for you. Not a bad pick.
Indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Psst, over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received
Adam, I appreciate the work you do. I watch the Persona vids and I'm less confused about what happens in those games. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you really do enjoy Persona, I hope you'll be pleased to know that the next recap that I'm working on is, in fact, Persona 3. And it's going to be a fusion between Persona 3, FES, of course, which is the complete version of it, and a couple of the nuanced things that are unique about Portable. So, look forward to that. That'll be the next recap. Although, I do kind of want to put out an opinion video on Destiny 2. Because I have an opinion about glaives that no one cares about, but I want to talk about.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it.
And if I can't shout into the internet on my own channel, then there's no point.
I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible.
I'm also glad some people are even watching some of the older Persona videos. That's another series that, because of its recent popularity, people just kind of assume that the most recent one, the one that really popularized it. Because, yeah, 3 popularized it, 4 really got a lot of mainstream attention, and 5 is just killing it. But, man, you can't get that fan base to agree on anything. But the Mega 10 series is already used to that. The Mega 10 series is like what happens if you take the Final Fantasy series and everyone is actually serious about killing each other for asserting their dominance of opinions. Those people eat their young, which is unfortunate. Oh, I can't just fly up there? Okay, fine, game. You've never seen a wizard so athletic.
Revelio.
That's a lot of things to interact with.
I wonder what that does.
I do wonder what that does.
Well, that didn't work. Perhaps some more force.
Alright, we need some force pushing. I don't like force push very much.
That did it.
Oh, that's right, I need that Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Do I need a second other box? Ooh, prefect shirt and uniform. I'll take that. It looks so white collar. I kind of want to look at it. It's just such a normal Joe white collar look. That's so funny. Bradley, the war between P3, 4, and 5, yeah, that will never die. Those stands will just kill each other. And that's how it is. Like, they'll kill each other, and then the SMT fan base will kill them, and then the SMT fan base will also kill each other, unless you played all the old games and appreciate them more than any of the side spin-offs. And then all of them will spit on Digital Devil Saga, and all of them will spit on Devil Summoner and not give them a chance. It's just, why does this fan base love hating itself so much? I just see so much more hate on it. Feels bad. Alright, what am I could have sworn I'm supposed to just lift a box here and then jump up on top of there, but it's clearly not the case. So... That's not doing anything.
Revelio.
Is there another box for me to find and use? This box is over there. I'm a little lost. Good luck with that challenge. Oh, it's already... The script's already done. I'm just editing all the video now. The video's almost an hour long. And that's after trimming 3,000 to 4,000 words off of it to make it not be an hour and a half long. To me, if you can't summarize something succinctly in less than an hour, you're not trying hard enough. You really need to take another pass at how essential some of that information is. Okay, what am I missing here, chat? Am I supposed to take this somewhere else, maybe? Oh, what's that over there? Hold on. What's that glowing thing? Oh, it's just a random collectible. Damn.
Revelio.
What am I missing? Oh, is that a side grave for me to climb into?
Incendio.
Alright, that was... Alright, we're in, I guess. What was the point of that? Like, I was so distracted by that. Oops.
Lumos.
You can absolutely climb that game Okay, I was about to say it's a game. You can absolutely climb that. Don't even give me that. I don't think we're actually getting further from our objective. What am I supposed to do with this relic? You don't do that. You don't do that.
Lumos. Wingardium Leviosa.
What are you supposed to do with these relics? What's the spell? That's the magic spell there.
Revelio.
Is there like a clue to like which spell works on these relic stones? I can't even target it. Maybe I don't even have the spell. Whoa. What happened to these deer? Okay, I'm about to say like they fused into each other for a second there. Okay, clearly I'm not supposed to go here. But since I'm here... Emeraldo, help me out here. Which spell works on these type of relic stones?
Arresto momentum. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
You have no idea? Yeah, because all these challenges, like, you know, you're supposed to do something to that stone, but I don't know what it is.
Revelio.
Whatever, I'm wasting time here.
Lumos.
My childhood would say Depulso. I did cast Depulso on it. Alright, this was not the way forward. It was the way forward to some loop, but it wasn't the way forward. I'm willing to bet I'm overthinking this. And there's probably a really obvious way up into that encampment. Adam, you have an idea what to do here? I'm all ears.
Depulso.
Should I be jumping over here? There's nothing there, though. Can I climb up this pipe? I cannot. How the hell do I scale this wall? I'm legit stuck now. I do not know what the game expects me to do for this wall. I have a box, and the box isn't high enough. Can I don't have anything to flip the box over. This isn't really going to help me if I put the box inside here. That seems like it'll cause a problem. Okay, and it just resets where the box is. Nice to know.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Can you stay there? Is this tall enough, I wonder? It's still not tall enough. Damn. I'm legit stuck, chat. I do not know how to scale this damn wall, apparently. I'm missing something to this puzzle. What am I missing? Oh, don't tell me there's like something else. Oh, actually, oh, wait, hold on. I was gonna say, maybe this chest, I don't know what I thought. Maybe hitting the switch from the opposite side. None of these boxes I can grip either. I can't jump up here, that's an invisible wall. None of these other crates are magically able to be lifted.
Revelio.
I don't see any other switches immediately that I can hit. This would be the first time in this game I'm actually gonna have to look up the answer to something. How embarrassing. Alright. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna look this up. Sorry about that, chat. If anybody knows exactly what to do, by all means chime in. But we're gonna take a quick break. Okay, I looked it up, chat. Apparently what you're supposed to do, and I didn't even know you could do this, is you maneuver in place, but once you're at the halfway point, you just keep it suspended with Leviosa. I would never have guessed that. I did not even know you could do that.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, overthinking it. That was, I agree with you, Nanako, that was not very intuitive. I suppose if the game had at some point asked me to levitate things and then climb on top of it, I'd be like, okay, I know this. But this is the first time that I ever had to do that. I didn't know I could even do that. Well, +1 point for this game for getting one over on me. Didn't even know about that interaction. I apparently cannot cast spells while crouched. Did you know this? Amazing. I guess you need to be standing up when you're casting spells. Seriously? Game. Alright. Probably have to hit it from some other side.
Dead end.
Oh, there we go.
Must be another way in.
Actually, I could do this too.
Wingardium Leviosa.
For that one Merlin trial, you're supposed to lure the butterflies to the stone with Lumos. Oh! Those things were butterflies? I thought they were flying leaves. I didn't even know that. Thank you.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
That I seriously did not know that those were butterflies.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Good to know that everybody knows that locking spell, and I'm the last one to figure that out.
My guess is that we'll find Hollow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Why are you gasping for breath?
Yeah, restrain the face.
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Small world. Those guys just signed their own death warrants.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
I wonder if I can capture the hippogriff.
Blasted. There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
If only I had some sort of magically enchanted item that let me fly. Ugh. But where would anybody find one of those things? I better manually climb this. And move blocks and shit. You got a mantle, buddy? Thank you.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I guess we'll see what that did. Wingardium Leviosa. Alright, I see what we're supposed to do here. We're thinking with portals here. I will say though, in all seriousness, Between this and the dungeons that we have,
Not the safest place.
I cannot believe I made that jump. That did not look like it should have worked. Hold on.
Betting on the dragon fights was the...
So long, Gay Bowser.
Revelio.
But no, seriously, like this game has had good puzzles and good dungeons in it. And that to me is just a +1, because man, it is hard to find good dungeons in today's day and age. Yeah, see someone a lesson. Good lesson. Get wrecked.
Aloha Mora.
It's rare to find an open world game that doesn't copy paste the same exact puzzles dozens of times. Hard agree, Nanako, seriously. Hard agree. Every session I play of this game, I get more and more impressed. And I didn't exactly, you know, really place this on a pedestal or anything like this. It's just, this has exceeded the expectations of mediocrity that I've come to expect from a lot of these open world games. It has heart, dude. No, I'm not going to say that. I never like when somebody tries to oversimplify something, saying, this game has heart. It was made with passion. How do you quantify that? How do you enumerate that? How do you duplicate that? I think it's better to say this, you know, hey, this had well-designed levels, engaging content.
You're going home in a wooden box.
One day.
Suppose it's worth a look. Perhaps some nice flowers will grow from your ashes.
Whoa, what were you doing? Oh, can I force push you? Yes, I can. So long, Gay Bowser.
Aloha Mora.
Hogwarts Fantasy allows me to live out my wizarding murder fantasies. I love the power fantasy of being this incredibly OP main character that everybody is just an NPC in their world. Feels good, honestly. And genuinely speaking, like, there's so much good attention to detail in this game. The progression of this game and like what you do and where you spend your time is not what I expected at all, and I mean that in a good way. Panicked poacher, you better be panicking. The thing that I also like is the self-written plausibility. So like all the glitches we've seen visually, you can just as easily attribute it to magic. It's okay.
There you are.
Remember, it's just a bow. She could multicast? I don't even know multicasting. You didn't bow fast enough. Whoa, 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 whoa. These guys are firing live shots here. They're throwing an avocado at us. Oh, we got a flying level. Let's go. I wonder if we get mounted, like, aerial dogfighting. If there's dogfighting in this game, I will be incredibly impressed.
There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
Unscheduled. Oh, this is just cool. And the music is going so hard. Probably. Hogwarts is known for its eclectic security and yet incredibly negligent staff.
It's incredible, isn't it?
I think we're out of harm's way now. I think we're good.
How exciting. It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
You know, what with them throwing death curses out there.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Hallow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Hallow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
It's a long story.
Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help.
High five,
My
Nat.
mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon.
Nat is our good comrade. So far, she's been 3 out of 3 in terms of missions where she pulls her weight and gets the job done. Professional. I respect it. Do I get to keep? Oh, I do. I get all my mounts now. Whoa, you can just summon him whenever? Oh, this is legit. Oh, you get ground and flying mounts. Alright. I got Black Hippogriff, Highwing, of course, and Thestral. Well, this is now a good time, I think, to pause. I think we're pretty good on this, right? Yeah, because that's going into the next Keeper trial, so we're pretty much at a good stopping point. Alright. You get to keep them as Pokemon? Oh, so I can put them into my little miniature greenery. That's very cool. Well, so far, I have to say, Hogwarts Legacy is still fantastic. Really enjoy that. And thanks everybody who came by and chat. I really appreciate it. Apologies again for having to cancel Saturday's stream, but just have to, something came up with the schedule. The schedule can't be avoided. I will probably not actually stream tomorrow on second thought. I think I just want to use the time to try to get the next recap out as soon as possible. I also think I may have another scheduling conflict on tomorrow night as well, so I was just speaking earlier. So that'll be the only stream for this week, all the same. We will pick up next Thursday for more Hogwarts Legacy, which is fine because there's a lot of side stuff for me to do on the side now that I see this. So we'll be pretty beefy by the time we come back next week. And yeah, thank you so much. Please look forward to the next recap coming out. If you want to hang out, chat more, or even talk more Final Fantasy or whatever, Persona, doesn't matter. I'm down for anything. Or complain about the industry, I'm down for that too. Please visit the Discord in the link description below. And until next week, chat, I will see you on the next battlefield. Thanks for watching.